the first 2 weeks, I had stopped trying to talk to Annie. I was like, I really appreciate you as a friend, but I don't think this is gonna work. Annie said, I'm about to be at your door in 10 minutes.
Energy.
She came straight there and told me she wasn't leaving the house unless I was leaving with her.
So that's how we met, and now we're here with a baby on the way. That's about to be due in any time now.
Parker, it's time. She's about to break your water.
So ink therapy, it's a form of therapy, but it's in tattooing. Well, getting tattooed, it could be a therapeutic release because when you're getting a tattoo, you're present, you're sitting there, you have to endure this in order to get to where you want to be. Watching these episodes, you'll just get a sense of vulnerability. It'll be a series of conversations with people from different walks of life, being 1,000% vulnerable. Everything is raw, it's uncut. Hopefully, the viewer and the audience can gain some type of knowledge to help them in their lives. I'm Callie. A lot of people know me as Ink by Callie, and this is Ink Therapy. Hey guys. How y'all doing?
I'm good. It's a great day.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy that y'all took the time out y'all busy day schedule to come sit down with me for this Ink Therapy session.
We're celebrating today.
What we celebrating?
I'm 5 years suicidal and depression free.
Today?
Today.
You picked this day on purpose?
And today, I mean, you picked the day. I just said yes.
Nah, that was God. God
you
picked
the
this
day.
And God picked this day. So yeah, that's, so I know before, just jumping straight into it, I know we did a tattoo that said Parker with the...
Yeah, this one with the semicolon.
Semicolon. So,
for suicide prevention. That was 2 years ago.
When we did that tattoo.
Yeah.
I've had thoughts like that in my life before, recently. How do you feel like you pivoted and got over that, or what helped you, or who helped you?
Well, honestly, it has started I've been suicidal since I was 12. Like, I had my first, episode at 12 of, harming myself and, thinking, yeah, I don't want to do this or whatever. And I remember you used to be able to see them. You see, this little mark right here?
Yeah.
That was from when I used to cut myself. My grandma had came downstairs and she had seen it. I was trying to hide it and she had seen it. And she had basically just kind of had asked me what was wrong. And I had just told her, I want to, it feels better to harm myself. I don't want to be here. Yeah. So it had started basically when I was 12. And as I was younger, even growing until, since it's been 5 years, so I didn't stop until I had went to a Herbalife event where me and Annie met. I went to an Herbalife event 5 years ago. I remember it was 2 weeks before that. I was just finally I had another real bad staying in the house, not doing anything. Yeah. And it's so crazy because when the memories come up on Instagram, my story, you can see me put in the Purple Heart for mental health awareness. Really, it felt like I was drowning in front of everybody and nobody could see me. Nobody knew what I had going on. Everybody think I'm good, but I'm really like telling people I'm working, but I'm like just sitting in the house in a dark room, like. And so I had like my last like little like suicidal attempt, or like real like really like a really bad day, I just called it. And I remember seeing my friend on social media, and she had kept asking me to sign up for Herbalife. And I finally was like, if I can experience 1% of the happiness they got, even if it's fake, it's better than my 100% right now. Like, so I was like,
when I first you see like the Herbalife, I'm like, nah, Herbalife taking over the world, bro. Like I can't not see.
I used to think they was fake happy. I'm like, ain't no way y'all that happy in the morning. Like first thing in the morning, it gotta be fake. I used to call Annie the happy clappy Annie girl. I used to be like, don't have me around her.
Nah,
like I used to say that.
As long as I've known Annie, like it's just always been like just a happy all the time. Yeah. Like, bro, how are you always happy?
Like, how are you always smiling? I my friend Andreas, who introduced me to the business or whatever, and she got DMs that she be sending me. It's so funny because I used to DM her and be like, don't have me around that extra happy Annie girl. But I think I really used to be like, why can't I be that happy? Like, I really think it was like something that I was just projecting, because it's like, I'm saying that, but I genuinely like want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where it kind of all started. And I remember being there. And we had went to the event and they had a section on personal development.
Yeah.
And I'm like, out of all the therapy I took, like out of all, the doctors I've seen and stuff like that, a lot of people don't really tell you just to work on yourself, like to work on your mind, like the things that you listen to matter, like the music you listen to matter, like, and that's when Eric Thomas was the first person I started listening to. And I was listening to him for 30 days straight. And it was my first 30 days not being depressed or having a suicidal thought since then. So I was like
a 30-day, like how long they say it is for somebody to break a habit? Or
21 days to start a new habit, yeah.
Days. So I think a lot of those things go hand in hand. Like when you think about the 21 days, you just mentioned 30 days, 12-step program, like with people that's, dealing with like, like sobriety and things like that. Like, one of my biggest clients that became brothers, Darren Waller, I don't know sure if you guys are familiar with his story, but he was a drug addict.
Wow.
Not saying like he's just popping pills and going crazy to like suppress anything. It just kind of like that was just his lifestyle. Up until the point where, he get drafted by the NFL and he wasn't even excited about it.
Damn.
Like he always felt like he didn't fit in, you know what I mean? Because he didn't feel like he was black enough around his, black friends. And he would get made fun of, but probably like the way he dressed, the way he talked. When he started doing drugs, it became something that he felt like
you fit in now.
He found a side of people or a group of people where he felt like he was one of them, one of the guys, and it just kind of just transferred on up until the point where he got kicked out of the NFL and because he failed drug tests, and then he got some pills that were laced with fentanyl, passed out in the car, almost died. And that's when he checked into rehab, and now he's one of the top tight ends in the NFL. So it's like he pivoted and turned the story around. It's like, I'm tatting this man this entire time, not knowing that he is battling or going through any of this.
Right.
It really do be feeling like you drowning though. Like I used to say that all the time. I used to be like, I feel like I'm drowning in front of everybody and nobody see me. Like, it's not really like you want to tell people because you don't be feeling comfortable, like, you don't be wanting nobody to admit you into no home and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you be kind of nervous, like, I want to tell you what's going on, but then, people thought that I was great. I was doing hair, I was booked every day, and I had just got a new car, like, I remember I had a brand new Benz and everything, and people just like, oh, your life is great. And I'm like, yeah, every day I actually want to kill myself. Like, so it does really feel like that. But I felt like the pivot was finally like I stopped giving out I noticed I was giving out to everybody else what I wasn't giving myself. Like I was giving out, like I was wanting, like desiring things like to be loved a certain way or for people to treat me a certain way or sacrifice for me like I was doing for them or to show up for me how I was doing for them. And I'm like, dang, I can't expect that for anybody else if I'm not giving it to myself anymore. Yeah. And so it was like at that time where I finally was like, it's my favorite saying that I say now is conquer yourself before you conquer the world, because I can't pour from an empty cup. And that's what I did since I was 12. Like, even at young, I've always had just like wanting to be there for people and give people my last and give you my everything. And it's just like, I can't keep like pouring myself out dry. And then I'm wondering why I'm feeling so low and nobody noticing. It's because I'm still showing up for you like I'm good. And the whole time I'm not. And I'm also not taking the time to refill myself at all.
Yeah, and you can't give what you don't have.
Right.
And I battle with that. I mean, you guys know me.
Yeah, I was just about to say, maybe kind of that might be your pivot, because you're the sweetest teddy bear in the land, but it's kind of like you do got to take that time to really, pour that love back into yourself. And at the time, I feel like your safe space was, you get that poured back into with your mom. And it's like, now that she's not here.
Yeah, it's like I be trying to figure out who to pour into, what to pour into, and try to just like balance that in the same breath. Like, sometimes life don't feel real. Sometimes I wake up and not knowing like what's my purpose or what am I doing? Like, what is the goal? All right, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna make some money, I'm gonna pay these bills, and then it's like it's a never ending process. Yeah. I might travel, I might do some fun shit in between, but at the end of the day, it's like, what am I working toward, or what's gonna give me a sense of fulfillment? Mm-hmm. I know you guys have children now. How has that helped? Or has it helped?
I mean, it definitely played a big part in, a lot of people don't talk about postpartum depression at all. Like,
I've heard about postpartum, but of course I know nothing about it.
women go through it after you have a baby, like your body changing, your hormones being all over the place. And I really felt, I was honestly, when we had Parker, I was afraid. I'm like, if I don't want to go into postpartum depression, because I know where it could take me, like, because I've been there. And I remember my first 2 weeks not having a suicidal attempt. I remember telling Annie, I was like, I don't want to go back suicidal. I don't want to go back depressed. And she was like, I won't let you. So I was very just kind of like vocal about any time I was like having a low day after we had Parker and stuff like that. But kids will really kids will change your world. Our kids make us so happy. Like, I love my babies so much. I don't know what I would do without them. I don't know what life was before they even got here.
Yeah.
I think that definitely makes like the hugest difference in our lives. Annie always talk about her happiest times is the boys coming into the world.
I know you said, I never knew that y'all met at an Herbalife event.
Yeah. My first words to her was, yo, leave out not blended.
If people that know you, know that.
No, people that know me know I'm because she getting dressed to go out, and everybody at the time, you know, she a top achiever in Herbalife, like top 6% of the business or whatever. So everybody in her room, and she like, everybody's like waiting on her, and she's getting dolled up. It's one person that was like doing her eyebrows, and she was doing something with her hair, and she was about to get up, and I was getting out the shower, and I was like, yo, leave out not blended. But it's crazy the day we met, because I was supposed to had already left and caught a flight. The exact day we met, I was supposed to catch a flight.
Yeah.
And my friend couldn't get on her flight, so I was like, I'll stay with you or whatever. And we want to get a hotel to stay, so we end up staying at Annie's Airbnb. She was just like, we just gonna stay with Annie. And at first I'm like, all right, like, we gotta go be around this girl. And the whole time, when I seen her though, I was kind of like, all right, yeah, maybe the happiness is cool, because 5 years later, still here. Six months later, we were engaged.
That's hard. I love that. So, how do you think that, like, in that time frame, like you said, 6 months? Of course, obviously, y'all seen stuff from each other like that help each other out to make the next person better. You know, like,
yeah.
How's that process of like just? I know y'all have your bad days. Everybody do.
Everybody have
We
bad
know,
days.
but none of us are perfect. It's like, how do you pivot through that out with also like dealing with your own personal things?
You had wanted me to answer?
Mm-hmm.
I think just understanding each other and understanding, I think it's important to have one common goal in a relationship. We want it to last. As long as both people are on that page, we want it to last, and we want to be happy forever, not just for right now. So,
happy forever, not just for right now that's a good one. You might should coin that.
For real though, I don't want to be happy just for right now. Of course, we can do that. That's called the honeymoon stage. Everybody go through that.
But
I want the honeymoon stage to last forever. So I think that because we had that same common goal, and we were understanding this isn't like a little play relationship. Like, I really want to do something here. You know what I mean? We were on the set common, one ground, one page, one band, one sound with that it made us be like, oh, I'm learning you.
Yeah.
Communication is everything. Like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I do like that. Oh, that's something I'm actually not okay with. Oh, these are my boundaries right here. And like us understanding that and communicating with each other. And of course, it wasn't easy.
I was trying to
those were a lot of
and that don't sound easy, because like even just you saying just a simple word of communication, but you know how hard it is for people in relationships to communicate.
No, I tried to stop talking to her the first two, like the third week we were talking. I literally tried to stop talking to her, because I'm one of them people, if you like, after I did decide to like start working on myself for real and stuff like that, I'm like, I got to switch my standards up. Like, I've been playing myself low. Like, I've been letting people treat me like whatever. So I'm like, let me switch my standards up and really carry myself. And I remember like right before we had went to the Herbalife event, I had went on a fast. Like, I wasn't having sex or nothing. Like, I'm like, you know, I want to just be able to like let God lead me. So the next person I love them freely, like without holding back or whatever. And I remember the first 2 weeks, I had stopped trying to talk to Annie. I was like, you know, I really appreciate you as a friend, but I don't think this is gonna work. I hope you have a great day at your workout. Like, Annie said, I'm about to be at your door in 10 minutes.
Energy. Yeah.
She said, I'm about to be at your door in 10 minutes. And this came from, like you said, the communication, because she did something that wasn't really in alignment with what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, well, nah, it's not
Ready
in
to
alignment
just
with what
chalk
I
it
want.
up.
Like, I'm working on myself right now. I can't afford this. Like, so I was like, yeah, we about to be done. And she was just kind of like, nah, like, we about to talk about it. You're going to tell me what it is you want and don't want. We can like set the boundary of like the different things we can do to make us work. And yeah, she came straight there and told me she wasn't leaving the house unless I was leaving with her.
I think more relationships would have some type of legs if people, like I said, did that. Like, figure out, like, bro, what you like, what you don't like. Because I know I've been in relationships where I didn't voice things that I didn't. But also, if you know my personality, it's like, if somebody bothers me and like 2 seconds later, I'm over it, bro. I don't really like bask in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff don't really bother me as much. Now, if it's something that's like that crazy, I'm like, all right, bro, like, yeah, I can't really fuck with
You want to know why the communication is hard? I think it's 2 things. One is because people fall in love with the potential of who they can be. Like, they see their person and they fall in love with, in their mind, who that person can be for them. Like, the potential of that versus really allowing them to grow and who can they be for their best version of them. Like, I want to be my best me. That's how I can be a better you for you. Like, better me for you.
Yeah,
But versus you trying to look at me and people, like, you know, it's hard to communicate and people are scared to just tell you what I like and don't like because you're looking at me as this person and you want me to do all these things and you want me to be like this and be like that because that's how you see me versus as just loving me for me and letting me grow into my best version of me. Like, be a mirror for me. Yeah. Show me how I can be better for me, not be better for you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I think that's the first thing. And the second thing is Lauren London said it and I've like resonated with it so much. She talks about how love isn't possession. Like, a lot of people want to possess their person instead
like,
of
I own you, like, you my person.
You do what I say.
But really, like, we just sharing this experience.
No, it's an experience. Love is an experience. You don't possess somebody. Like, that's why it's hard to communicate because I don't want you to leave. Yeah. So then I don't feel comfortable telling you what I do like, what I don't like, what turned me on, what turned me off, like how I'm feeling because I'm thinking like, you know, you got me in a cage and if I do anything outside of this cage, you feel like I'm going somewhere or you feel like you have to control me. And that's not love. Love is really like genuinely being able to experience somebody and watching them grow into their best selves and watching them love their selves better and watching them grow into a better version of them. And possessing them is because sometimes people see you doing that and they get afraid and they stunt your growth and they don't want to see you do certain things because they're afraid that you're about to leave them because you're wanting to possess them so bad. Like, it's genuinely like an experience. Like, we've watched each other grow and that's how you said how you get through the hard days. It's like, okay, am I supposed to be so mad at you right now and just be like, I'm out the door versus, okay, I promise forever. And that means that both of us get the space and room to grow no matter what the growth looks like or how ugly.
Yeah, how ugly it gets. And I think one of the biggest things with that, like even just saying it, like, I know for myself, like I've been in situations to where, like I said, like I think I'm as easy as it comes, but I've been in relationships before and it's like to the point where I don't want to be in a relationship because if you've been hurt before, bro, nigga, that shit sucks. Yeah. Everybody know that shit sucks. So it's like you scared to love, bro, because you know what that shit feel like when it don't work out. Yeah. So it's like, damn, like, how could I give all of me to somebody? So it's like I might just talk to somebody, but I'm not giving them me, like my fullest potential because I don't want to commit to something because I'm scared of it. But like I said, now where I'm at in my life, where I think completely different now. Like, I'm looking at this like an experience, a partnership, a friendship, more than anything. Like, and just like I said, just being able to I want to be able to support you, be there for you, talk to you. I want to be your therapist, your best friend, your whatever, your investor, whatever comes with, whatever I can do. And I want you to do that for me too. Yeah. It don't need to be just me doing it.
100.
Yeah, and it don't need to be like a tit for tat. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be like, oh, I did this, so you need to do this. No, it don't. I don't believe any in that. Because I know I was in relationships before where I did everything, like completely to the point where I did everything so much that it stripped that person of like the individuality because they literally couldn't do anything without me. They were known as, oh, you Cali girl, or you know what I'm saying? You wasn't known as your own person. So it's like I told myself in the next relationship, I'm not gonna allow that to happen. I'm gonna show you how to be your own woman. Whatever you trying to be. So therefore it's like, if we don't work out, you're not on your ass.
Yeah, you still.
I want you to, I don't mind having a strong woman. I don't mind helping you turn into a strong woman. That doesn't intimidate me. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like that's what take the possession part out of it. Is just like, you know, I'm very like open to whoever it is that you grow into. And it's the scary part is, what if we grow away from each other as we're growing? But that's kind of like the risk that you get to take, because even if we grow away from each other, that doesn't mean this was an experience. Like, as long as I can experience you, I want to. Of course, I want to experience my wife forever, but that does come with, what if you grow out of something and then, you know, we have our times, but that gives that space, versus some people just break up and it be a whole different thing. And you be like, that you be thinking it's one thing of why y'all broke up, but the whole time they was scared to tell you, like, I really do hate going out and we always at the club. Yeah. But you like, it was so possessive that we didn't even have that space and
trying to be able to like communicate that without also even communicating things without hurting the person's feelings and making them feel indifferent about what's going on. So no, I definitely feel that to a T, man. But I definitely think if more people communicated or had like these type of views and looks when it comes to relationship, like, bro, like, I don't own you, you don't own me. But it's like, I'm not about to disrespect you. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying, play in your face, like, you know what I mean? Like, but also just understanding your person, bro. Like, I know if I don't talk to you, or if you get quiet, like, if you learn the person, you learn their moods, you learn what they into, what they not into. But it's also about asking too. Like, asking the person, like, hey, what are your love languages? So now I can know how you receive it, what type of love language, how you want to receive it, and how you give it. Yeah. You might give your love language by telling me, you know, like, by giving me affirmation, like, hey man, you look good today, I'm proud of you. Or it might be acts of service. It might be, hey, what you need? All right, I'm gonna go to the store and get that for you. You know what I mean? Like, small things like that. But it's like, a lot of time people don't take time to get to know each other. It's all about
Remember
looks.
that list we made right before we got married? Yeah, we had made a list. This was, I think it was like 2 weeks before our wedding, 3 weeks.
Few weeks.
What were the names on the side?
It was one. Basically, we made 2 lists. And one side of the list said
separately. You made the list.
Yeah, we made the list. We were together though.
We were at a spa basically, together but separate. Okay. We both had notebooks. We both had pen and paper. We both took our own time, you know, not talking or anything like that, just in our heads or on whatever piece of paper. And one side of the list said what I want, or what I expect. And the other side of the list, said what I'm willing to give. Yeah. Because you can't expect something without being willing to give the same exact thing, or, you know, whatever it is. So it really got us to both understand, like, this is what my wife is expecting of me, or at the time she wasn't my wife yet, but this is what she's expecting of me, and this is also what she's willing to give. So it's not so 75-25.
Yeah, and also knowing, like, even reading that, like, as you read and knowing, like, can I give this?
Right. Or am I willing? That was the part.
Am I willing?
That was the part. We had the thing that's like, are you willing to do this? And then it was the part of what, because at first we went over the list and we made sure that each other was at least willing to both sides. Right. And then we put on the thing is, as we switch list,
because we had to switch list.
We had to switch list, and it said, this is what I can give you right now, and this is what I'll work towards. Yeah. Because some stuff, you know what I'm saying, you can have that expectation, but you get to grow into certain things, you know, and some things I really do want to give you, but that doesn't mean I can give that to you right now at this moment, but I can work towards it for sure.
And a lot of stuff is just about timing in general.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I always say this, you know, your parents might tell you, like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And it's like, all right, whatever. And then one day, whatever that thing they told you, once it happens, and you're like, damn, like, mama told you that, and I should have listened.
I just said that. I said I wanted to make a thread that it say, now at my big grown age, what do I understand? Because I used to never understand why my grandma I used to ask if my cousin could come over. And sometimes she used to be like, no, I don't want no company today. Mm-hmm. And as you're young, you be like, that's so lame. Like, this is my cousin. Why don't you want no company? But there's sometimes where I go in my house, and if it's somebody there, I'm like, I don't want no company space, today. Bro. And I'm like, dang, at my big, like, I used to think, like, why does she be sitting in the car outside of the garage of the house. Like
sitting there.
I'm thinking
Like,
she's
just come
trying to.
inside.
Yeah, I'm thinking she's trying to sneak. Like I see you out there. Don't try and surprise me. Whole time you getting a break before you walk in the house. Like that's how I'm feeling right now. Like at my big grown age, I understand what you told me then, but as a kid. You sitting in a car, I'm like, oh, you're weird. Like, but now every adult does that. You sit in the car before you go in the house, take a little breather.
Make it make sense. And so it's just like, and it's not because you were just not willing to understand. It's just the timing wasn't there.
Right,
Yeah.
It just wasn't the time.
The maturity wasn't there either.
Yeah, like a lot of times, like our minds don't be in spaces to where we even can understand it, and you don't even realize that. You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna love somebody you don't even love yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people don't even know what self-love is. And then we talk about love and how we view it. I listened to Sadhguru. I actually had the opportunity to watch Sadhguru in person live. He had a conversation with my client Black. And one of the things he spoke about was like being love, like not being in love, but you can be love. You can be love as a person. Like also just knowing, like, talking about how you talk about how to treat your body. Like, this is a temple, this is a capsule, like, take care of it. You know what I mean? And we look at things so differently. Like, we view people about how they dress, how they look. But a lot of times, like, we don't even take the chance to get to know people for, like, who they are, like, or even understand people.
Or sometimes people just don't know themselves. Like, as I took that time to really, like, get to know myself after I was, like, getting through depression and stuff like that. And I remember, like, just having that time where I'm like, is my standards too high and different things like that? Because I remember, like, how I used to handle Annie, like, and speaking of that, like, that growth and maturity and stuff like that, like, Annie used to be like, what did you used to say, baby?
When?
About, like, my expectations and stuff like that, about, like, how I needed certain things. And it was just high. It was just how I started to treat myself, though. Like, because I don't allow anybody else to love me less than, and I don't give out less than of love from how I treat myself. Like, from how I love myself. Like, and a lot of people don't have that self-love. So when you go out giving out the love that you got, it's empty because you passing out.
And you ain't got nothing.
You ain't got nothing.
It's that cup, bro, the glass half full. It's like, bro, you can't pour what you ain't got. But it's also like, you got to get it, bro. Yeah. And it's like, sometimes, like, you can't always expect people to pour love into you. You can pour it into yourself, too.
Yeah.
And I think people forget that. Like, people don't even understand that. People, bro, life, I think, is about, bro, fuck the rules, bro. Like, make your own rule. Whatever makes you happy, whatever's gonna help you get through your day, whatever's gonna help you be a better version of you, do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's in the privacy or whatever you do that, bro. Like, so what? You know what I mean? Like, you know, I have my thing. I have movie Thursdays. You know what I mean? So I go to the movie every Thursday. And then when I met my boy Drake, I realized, shit, he do the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't have to go to the movies on a date. I go by myself. Like, that's my time to disconnect from the world, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't have to be on my phone. I don't have to talk to nobody. I don't have to answer nobody. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I could just decompress.
Some people don't understand that, though. Like, when you were saying that, like, you can't expect people to just pour love into you. A lot of people get into that space where, like, they feel like their partner owes it to them to fix your insecurities, to make you love yourself, to fix you, even if they didn't break you. And you can't expect for me to piece you back together at every single time, and you're not even giving the effort to do that for yourself. Like, your partner's obligation isn't to fix you.
It's not.
Like, your partner's obligation isn't to parent you. Your friend's obligation isn't to fix you. Like, as your friend and stuff like that, if you crying out for help, you can't lash out on all your friends if you didn't. Like, I didn't blame anybody for not knowing that I wasn't suicidal. Like, people was like, oh, your mom didn't know, your dad didn't know. And I didn't, like, go and do like this to them because I wasn't vocal about that. And I couldn't, you know, have any type of expectations. And people do expect things out of people that's not what they're in your life for. Like, they're there to show you things that you can work on better for yourself and show you how to heal yourself. Like, a lot of people didn't know that in my healing journey, coming from suicidal and depression, I remember somebody DM me and was like, oh, you just love Annie because of she helped you heal yourself. And it's just like, no, I healed myself and she was my support. Like, I didn't, if I was having a bad day, I was vocal about that to her. So you can go have some time to yourself because today's just not a good day for me. And I need to fix me. Like, I need to be in a space
that takes a lot to even do that.
Oh yeah.
Just even say that or even understand it from the other side. To, like, because some people like, let me be there. And sometimes it's like,
There's nothing
like,
you
you know
can
what I'm saying? And that's a part of your understanding too, just understanding that, you know, like sometimes you just need space. Sometimes you just need to decompress. And you just think about like right now with life and social media, bro. Social media has changed.
Social media
everything.
made people not take accountability. Like taking that full accountability of my life is where it is right now because of me. The things that are going on right now are because of me. The person that I attract right now is because of me. The people in my life are because of me. So if you understand that, then you don't expect anything out of anybody because you know that you're in control of your life. Like it's your life. You get to write the story. You have the pen. You control what you put on the pages. But a lot of people don't want to take that accountability. So you look for other people to fix you because you don't want to look in the mirror. Because self-growth is ugly as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it ain't
self-growth is ugly. Like, having to look at yourself and be like, dang, like, when I remember I used to tell people all the time, like, dang, I used to get cheated on. I used to have to look at myself and like, that's something that I allowed. Like, that's something, like, I had to look at myself. And I remember Annie, my mentor that I met through Annie, she used to ask Annie why I always used to hide my face. And it was because I was insecure. So then I used to have times where I was lashing out at Annie and it took a really hard time. And I'm grateful that she was there, like, to let me grow through that. But I used to be going in on her, and the whole time it's like, dang, I need to fix my insecurities that I have because of me, not because of anything that you've done. And it's like that type of accountability is the looking in the mirror. That's the ugly part, because it's like, dang, I do need to work on my own security, because why if you out with somebody or are you doing something, why do I feel away, versus just understanding that you wouldn't disrespect me, you enjoying yourself. Like, you don't have to be around me 24/7 for me to know that you're not doing anything wrong.
That's the ownership thing.
Ownership, yeah.
That's what we feel like. It has to be ownership, and you know, like I say, you feeling like you're in a situation where like it's hard to communicate that and like, I just need some space. I just want to go do this or do this, and you know, just it's hard, bro, because you don't want to let You don't want to let that person down, bro. You want to even the opportunity to mess something up. You know what I mean? Because it's like you come across people in life and you understand, like, bro, like this person, I feel like this person gets me. Everything with this person is easy. You know what I mean?
That's a word.
And it does like when I'm around you, life doesn't feel complicated. It doesn't seem hard. I'm not sitting there thinking about a million things of what I got to do. No, I'm just present in whatever this is. Yeah. To the point where it's like I can give you me, even if that's just for right now. You know what I mean? And I think we lose that. And like I said, social media, it also desensitizes us from a lot of things. But like even just like I talked with my guy Isaiah, Leon from Snowfall, and we had a ink therapy conversation, and we were just talking about just like, you know, when people die, you post it and you go on about your day. Cause we see it happen so much nowadays. Everything is just, it's in our face, instant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't give us the opportunity to feel, to even just like, a lot of times even in our own lives, we're not present. We're there, but we're not present. You ever been in a room full of people and feel alone? Yeah. Feel like you there by yourself? Like, it happens, bro. Like, and then, so like I said, just living a certain lifestyle, being an entrepreneur, bro, you have to decompress. And I think people forget about that. Like, bro, you have to take time away from this, like this app, like everything. Like a majority of people wake up and the app. Yeah. And it's like, no, bro, like, I think one of my biggest things, even for me, bro, like in losing, like my mom, when I lost my mom, I'm not here to fault anybody for anything, for like what I go through and what I deal with, but I just think a lot of people, like when somebody say stuff like, oh, like I'm here for you or this, like it's like you hear it, but then it's like, I don't know how I need people to be there for me. Yeah. I can't tell you because I don't know. Or I do know a lot of people are just conditioned to say the same thing. I'm there for you, it'll be okay. I don't fault you for it, but it kind of how it happens. And it's like, even with like my family, bro, like people will, oh, go talk to your family. But I never really talked to my family when my mom was here. Yeah. So it's kind of like me trying to force something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like, they weren't really there for me then. Not to say that they won't be there, because I don't think that's a thing. Right. But also, like, I just never built, the relationship that I built was with her. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, everything, bro. I poured so much into this woman, bro. And like, and she allowed me to. You know what I mean? Like, that's my best friend, that's my rock. So it's like, damn, like, what do I do now? You know what I mean? So it's like, in the midst of everything, I cut my brother off after my mom passed. I haven't talked to my brother since. I don't plan on it either, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. Because at the end of the day, like, I have to do what's best for me and my life.
Yeah.
And people just got to understand that. And if you don't, it's just probably not meant for you to understand, and that's okay. Because I'm on like a healing journey of just trying to find happiness, trying to find peace. You know what I mean? So it's like, even me doing therapy, like, that helps me. As much as these conversations can help, as us having these conversations, they can help other people. It's like in the same instance, it's like, I hope in having these conversations with the people that I'm sitting down with, it's like, we can help each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's called personal growth, because it's personal. Like, the people you cut off in the process and anything else, or, you know, the people, not even, I wouldn't even say cut off, the people that you're just making a decision that you're just not serving me in what I'm in right now. I remember when we were at the celebration for your mom, and we were about to leave, and I said, Callie, let me pray for you real quick.
I remember.
And I felt like God had put that on my heart, because I remember at the end of the prayer, I was like, everybody's gonna go back to real life, but not you.
Yeah.
And I remember somebody like saying something like, oh, why she say that? We all gonna, it's this not, this is something. It was like, whatever. And I'm just like, no, because like you said, it's like being that present, but present because life has completely changed for you, and life will look completely different for you. And that's why I said, like you said, people will post something and then, you know, or you go back to different things. And I had said that to you because I remember, like, even after, like, if I had a low day and I had went to one of my friends or I leaned on somebody, afterwards I had to go back to real life. And I had said that to you because I knew at that time that from then forward, you had to figure out what life's going to look like for you moving forward. Like, because everybody, like you said, they're going to say, I'm here for you and everything else. But at the end of the day, that's like your best friend. That's your person. Like, life looks completely different without them in the picture. And, you know, those first few weeks, it's like people still hitting you up, and it's okay. And you got a few ways to get your outlet. And then a few months go by, and then you finally start realizing, like, everybody do go back to real life. And I remember praying about it that day because I knew, like, what that lonely space could feel like. And I'm like, dang, I don't want Callie to feel that. But, you know, that's probably what is going to come. And it's just like, what does life get to look like for you now? Like, that's kind of like the pivot that you get to take now, is like, well, what will life look like for you now, being in your present? You know, like, what will that feel like? What will life look like if this is something like, you know, the turkey drive? That's something you used to do with your mom.
Yeah,
like,
that was
how do
even
we
hard
do
for me
that?
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was a lot of the stuff, like, but then, you know, like, so I talked to my cousin, he, like, told me one day, he like, man, I'm proud of you. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, bro, like, cause I'm inspired. Two of my cousins told me, they're like, I'm inspired. Like, you get up, bro, still, through what you going through, bro, you still face life. Like, you still get up, still go to work, you still carry a good energy, I'm like, brother, that's who I am, honestly, as a person, but I don't know what else to do but that. So it's like, I'm just gonna try to be a person, because when I get into dark spaces where I feel like, oh, like, this ain't it, you know what I mean? Like, or I don't want to be here, why am I here? Just whatever thoughts that might come over my mind, like, I don't know, like, it's hard, bro. So it's like, just trying to, like, pivot as best as I can, and just, like, my biggest thing now is just, like, being present, bro. Like, whatever I'm doing, bro, if I'm going to eat, I'm present wherever I'm at. If I'm doing the tat, I'm present in that. Whatever I'm doing, I'm present, versus just, like, being somewhere and not being there.
Yeah, I never really see you pick up your phone now anywhere that we go. Like, you don't never really, like, touch it at all.
And I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's there, I got it. You know what I mean? Like, I got two phones. I'm like, man, I need to downgrade to one phone. Why do I have two phones for? You know what I mean? But I was so into just whatever. Like, I had two phones. I had to separate business and personal.
Yeah.
Then I hired an assistant, and now I didn't have that no more. I had somebody else doing it for me. But it's like, you know, everybody got their lives, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, the biggest thing is just, like, figuring out, like, what works best for you.
What you do the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
I changed what I do now.
Yeah,
so,
I was about to say, I figured.
I try to, first thing I do, honestly, all bullshit aside, I thank God.
Yeah.
Just when I wake up, first thing I say is, I thank God and I thank my mom. That's the first thing I say, just for life. So I just wait if I'm able to wake up, the fact that I can see, breathe, touch,
Move
feel,
my feet,
hear, just
yeah.
whatever. I thank God for that because any of those things can be taken away from me at any point in time.
Yep.
So that's the first thing when I rub my hands together like this, and then I just send the energy through my body, and I got that from Sadhguru. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. I thank God.
Yeah.
But before I would just wake up, I get on my phone,
Yeah.
see who texted me, see who hit me up, what did I miss.
Yeah.
And once I start realizing in life, like, bro, it's a lot of stuff I'm not missing.
Yeah, that's really the key. That's why I was asking, because I remember when I was suicidal, the first thing I used to do when I was depressed too was get up and get on my phone. And I used to wonder why anything that was in my phone or that was going on in the world controlled me as soon as I woke up. And it was because the first thing that you do when you wake up is that's what's gonna control you for the rest of the day. Like, if I choose not to get up and pour into myself before I go out in the world, that means I'm just gonna be of the world. Mm-hmm. Like, the first thing I did was the first 30 minutes of the day, I would never touch my phone. Like, I'll get up and thank God, I pray, I do a prayer journal, because whatever's in my phone not gonna have control of me. But if I get up and the first thing I do is talk to God, the first thing I do is write in my prayer journal, the first thing I do is listen to a sermon, now God is in control of my day. Now I'm in control of my day because I done gave myself to me first. Yeah. Now you can get from my overflow. Versus if you get on you laying in bed, the first thing you do is hop on social media. The first thing you do is hop on your phone. Somebody can send you a text cursing you out. You got bad news. Like, now I control your whole day.
Yeah,
versus
and that set the tone.
It set the whole tone. So even now with, you having that time, I feel like that really helps you be present. It's just like, if I can be present with myself first, the first thing of the day, I can be present with me, and like I can really get in touch with me before I give myself out to the world, then nothing else can be in control of my day. I automatically put myself in control of my day, my life. I put God in control of whatever happens for the rest of the day versus, boom, a lot of people wake up, grab their phone, whatever you read at first, it could be a bad text message, a breakup or whatever, get on social media. A lot of people, the first thing they see is somebody having something that they don't got yet. You get what I'm saying? Because if God exposed you to it, then that means it's available for you. But the first thing, if that's what you get up and do first versus anything else, then it's kind of like.
Yeah, it's hard. And what I try to do is I take that living in gratitude, but I carry that throughout my day.
Yeah.
So like nowadays, whenever I finish a client, and like once I get paid or whatever the fact, I thank God, like, hey, thank you for sending this person my way. Because a lot of times, like, I share experiences with people. A lot of people come sit in my chair just because of me, because of who they see through these therapy episodes.
Yeah.
Like they feel like I'm an easy person to talk to. I'm not judgmental. I don't judge you about what you look like, what you got on. Like, I don't care. Like, it's not gonna alter my life. Like, you're not paying my bills to take care of me, so it don't really matter to me. But I thank God for those things. Like, when I drive and I make it to my destination, I pray. When I get on a flight, I pray. When I land, thank you. Yeah, I made it here. You know what I mean?
Feel like that changed after your mom?
Yeah, because I would just live. I would just be whatever, willy nilly, like just not giving a fuck about what's going on. Like, I'm just whatever, cool. You know what I mean? But now it's like, thanks, like, or help me with this, or you know what I'm saying? I don't ask God to change things now. I just ask Him to more so keep me present or help me stay focused, or you know what I mean? What might comes with that? Like, I think my biggest thing that I battle with now is like when I'm going through hard times, I've already accepted the fact of what happened with me losing my mom. But I think one of the biggest and the hardest things that I deal with is like, bro, I would talk to her about anything. If I had anything going on, and I don't feel like I have that with nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna try to make it happen with people. You know what I mean? Like, that's weird. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying, people take stuff and take your vulnerability and try to use it against you all. You know what I'm saying? I've never had it happen to me, but I see it happen. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, like, it's just a sense of just like being present and, you know, like, God gonna make a way.
Yeah, I think, eventually you will, because that's what you keep asking for. You know, you will attract that person that is like your best friend, like that you know, that'll come down and be in a space. And I feel like once it happens, you'll automatically feel it. Like, you ain't gonna have to fill out the air or anything else like that. Like, from jump, it felt like with me and Annie, like I could sit here and tell her anything, like my deepest, darkest secret right now, my most embarrassing, whatever I could tell you, my body count, I could tell. And it's literally like, and I think that's what people don't understand about us, because I remember somebody DMing me, and I'll never respond to it. Like it's whatever, that's you live with that. Somebody DM me and was like, y'all just like best friends, y'all not really together. And it's just like, no, that's just my best friend first. Like, this really my best friend. Like, we can talk to each other about anything, like anything flies, and we're able to like genuinely express it. And I think that's what makes a big difference in us, like just being us. Like
that's major, because I mean shit, just like a lot of people don't have that like sense of just being like open and having a conversation, because you're so worried about how it might make you feel, how it might make that person feel, that you can't have those conversations. You can't have a lot of conversations you can't have because of what it might lead to. Like, and to have that, like, that's a power in itself, because a lot of people don't have that. Even
I think you're gonna attract it. I think you're gonna attract it because it's what you're giving out, and it's kind of like we both felt like we attracted each other. And I feel like once you get it, it'll be more genuine for you now. Because imagine if you would have got it prior to.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know what. But now, like, and you're in that space of like, that's the type of person that you're wanting, and it may have not been the space for it before, because that was who your mom was for you. So a woman coming into your life at the time, she may not have been able to fill that space, and it kind of been something, that may have been fumbled, or somebody that you would have been like, I wish, versus now if that person comes into your life and you get that aspect of just like your real best friend, it's gonna feel so good to you. Like, it feels so good that like anything I want to talk to my wife about, I could tell her. Like, anything that I'm feeling, anything that's happened to me, anything that's like, we joke about anything. Yeah. Like, we like literally like the jokes fly all, the jokes fly all day. Like, they literally fly all day, but then it's also just like, I'm feeling like this, like, or this is going on, or whatever else. And it's like, once you do get that though, I feel like you're gonna just feel it, because it's like, I don't be needing nobody else. Mm-hmm. Like, I just be like, we go out together, we do everything together. How you feel.
It's like, it's just like, like you don't necessarily, and it's not like you're trying to get somebody to fill a void, because that's a void or shoes that can never be filled.
Right.
But it's like, let me accept you in your own light. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a lot of time, even in relationships, friendships, I don't think it's a sense of like replacing something, but a lot of time people do. A lot of time people might lose something, and they might try to fill this void with this person. And it's like, even with just people, like how we talked about earlier, like everybody come with baggage. It's like, if like I heard my boy Renardo say this before, he was talking about, if you meet somebody and then you meet this person and they're 33 years old, that's 33 years of worth of baggage and shit that you don't know nothing about, that they bring it with them. You know what I mean? So, but it's not up to you to fix that.
Yeah.
It's not up to you to fix that person. It's up to you, like I say, y'all accept each other for who you are and just see how that shit go.
You
bro.
just vibe. You live life.
Like, this shit shouldn't be hard. Yeah. I feel like life is only hard or complicated because people complicate it. People complicate life. Life ain't complicated. People complicate life. It's like, let's simplify this shit, bro. Like, like when it comes to just doing whatever we're doing, like, let's simplify it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what is what do each one of y'all, what do you think is a pivot or something that's like I think you kind of already talked about yours, but like, what's a pivot in like your life where you know what I'm saying? Like, shit changed, like, but you know what I'm saying? You made it through, or you made it happen, or I don't know, just what's something like, what helped you?
I think we kind of talked about it a little bit, but motherhood for me in general, because
I never saw you being a mom.
Don't worry, that's what I was about to say. No, but meeting Sevyn, like, that's something she talked about from the beginning, and like, I wanted to help her fulfill that, of course, but I never had that desire in life in general. Like, if I have kids, I have kids, but I was never like, oh, I want to. Until I met her, and like, she just planted this vision in me, and she shared her vision with me, and then she expanded my own vision with it. And I didn't know, how it was gonna go, how it was gonna work, how, the process that we had to take to get Parker here, our oldest, in the first place. like that whole entire thing, all of that was new for me.
Yeah.
I never researched none of it, nothing. Until it was something that the person that I was in love with, that I am in love with, like wanted to do it. And I was like, all right, well, we gonna do it. So becoming a mother, like becoming a mom, becoming a parent in general, that was like everything for me, because I say it's beautiful, but it's also hard. Like there's a lot of other things that come with it. Like you're someone's parent. Like you are raising kids.
And it's like when you it's like our parents sometimes make it look so easy, bro.
Right, man. What the first month of Parker's life, I text my mom probably like every 3 hours, like, bruh, what? This why you be mad when I don't answer the phone. I get it now, because you was changing all these diapers and everything else, like, and just caring for a kid and everything else. Like, it's just, motherhood, being a parent in general, like, I feel like it sounds so cliche and gross to say, but it made me grow up. It made me be like, hey, this is actually not cool.
Yeah, sometimes things in life are that simple.
Yeah, like it's straight up. Like it made me like look myself in the mirror and be like, hey, I want to be a better person, and this is why. Because I'm now a mom.
Yeah.
Same thing with getting married. That was another thing that was like, I need to be a better person, and this is why.
Yeah, I can't even imagine getting married.
The first year, we had our biggest pivot the first year. Like, the first year of marriage, when people be like, it's rough. And I feel like it's rough because you're genuinely getting to know each other. The honeymoon phase is completely over after the honeymoon, right? Like, it lasts for some time, but the first year of marriage was our biggest pivot, because going into year 2, because when you go into marriage, a lot of people our age don't really get married. Like, and if they do get married, a lot of people now, they talk bad about it, or it's looked down on, or like people happy for you for a second, or they don't understand it. Why you doing it so young? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, you get so much. And it's like, you don't really have a lot of young, successful marriages to look up to, right?
It's like
then you start going to older, right? You start going to older marriages, like, and you're trying to figure out what marriage is supposed to look like. And our biggest pivot was, I don't want the white picket fence. And if I do get the white picket fence, it's going to look our way. Like, our marriage doesn't have to look like, our marriage doesn't have to look like anybody else's. And I think that first year, a lot of people are trying to make marriage what it is for other people versus this is our marriage and this is how it looks for us. And this is what worked for us. And that was our biggest pivot in our marriage, because at first it was kind of like, bro, this is hard. Like, this is, because, you know, as soon as you get married, you start feeling like, it's like you start feeling like a little
claustrophobic a little
like,
bit.
I mean, you're literally becoming one with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, everything that you do, like, you have to think of them. It's
like, you don't just go get food no more by yourself. It's like,
it's no longer, and it's the food example is like scratching the surface.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't just
like,
do nothing no more without.
Yeah, like
thinking
I hear like a lot of the OGs. Like, I'm in a bowling league, and like all of them say the same thing. It's like, oh, I gotta see what wifey say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the first thing.
Out my mouth. Any conversation,
I gotta check with wifey. I gotta check with wifey. I
don't care what you ask me.
Like,
I gotta see what Sevyn got going on first. Let me check Sevyn's schedule. Hold on. I'm gonna call you back after I talk to my wife. Hold on. Let me see what Sevyn want to do about that. It doesn't matter what it is. It
and when we were engaged, it wasn't like that.
Anything. Yeah, it's totally different. And it's my friends, my family, business stuff, anything. My mama asked me a question. I'll be like, hold on, let me see. Or my little sister asked me a question the other day, and I was like, let me talk to Sevyn about that first. Like, everything. It's because you share everything now. Especially when you're married with kids. Because now you have 2 things going on.
Now you married.
You married, and you locked in twice. And we locked in and then locked in again. So it's like,
it's a whole different
it's a whole
that's the part
responsibility.
That's the part that we were kind of like, the first year that was kind of like rough, because we had to grow into that. Let me ask my wife first. We had to grow into that. Me, you know, like understanding what was like okay, what was not okay. And then it was just kind of like, all right, like that. And I think the moment that we kind of sensed it, it was just kind of like, okay, well, are we doing this because people say we're supposed to, or is this really what our marriage is gonna be for us? Like, and you get to that point of not caring to please people. As soon as you hit that point of this my marriage, this my household, it don't have to be how a white picket fence look for you and for your marriage. You don't have to understand what's going on in our marriage. You don't have to understand what's going on between us, because inside don't let the outside control the situation. That was our biggest pivot, is it don't matter what's going on with anybody else. Inside, don't let outside control anything with us. Like, so it's kind of like home is home, and it don't matter what it looks like.
Yeah, it don't need to be where you lay your head at.
Right. It don't matter what it looks like to anybody
right here,
else.
You two together, that's home.
This is home. It is not like right now. This is home.
But people think that home is where you lay your head. But home is what you create.
Home is what you create, like, forever with. Like, anywhere that we're at, if Annie does like a little, I could tell, like, oh, she uncomfortable. Like, nah, we about to dip. You get what I'm saying? Like, or like if I could tell by her mood. So that's kind of like what home is. Not when we're just at home and we talk about it. Like, I'm able to sense everything. And that's why I said it doesn't have to be understanding of what anybody else cares about. Because we can be out and I can say, baby, I'm ready to go. And people can be like, oh, Annie, you stay out all night. That's lame, da-da-da. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says. If my wife ready to go, we're about to leave.
We out. It's like, so what if I look lame? Because at the end of the day, bro, if you think about memories, bro, like, that's all it is, bro. It's a memory. Yeah. And unless a lot of times you document it, bro, like, you forget about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some stuff stick with you. But like, and that's what my mom, like, bro, I would go through all her photo albums, bro, and I'm like, bro, she got a lot, and it's candid photos.
Yeah.
All our photos nowadays in this generation, bro, we posing, we got filters, but man, I'm looking like bro, going through, I'm like, bro, I gotta go get me a Polaroid. We
got one at the house.
Yeah, my life with a Polaroid, bro, just snapping random candid photos. You don't pose for it. Let me just take these.
But that's because you're not worried about
living.
A lot of people let outside control how they feel and operate inside, versus inside not being able to be affected by outside.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need nobody to okay me. Like, I don't need you to give me the one up. I don't need you to tell me like, oh, that's good. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't need you to, when I get dressed, I don't need you to compliment me.
I know I look good.
For me. I know I look good. Like, I'm very confident. Like, I know, like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people look for that validation in like everything. Cause when we made that pivot in our marriage, it made that pivot within ourselves. Yeah. Like, when we got to that point in our marriage where we like, fuck it, we don't care what nobody else think. This how we do us. Yeah. Like,
and that's how
people will tell you know, because people will tell you, oh, I'll never do that with my. Well,
that's okay. That's fine.
What's happened to
this ain't your relationship.
That's actually irrelevant.
What's happened to say, and that's their business. Then I tell people all the time, you gonna do you, and I'ma do me, and I'ma keep doing me, and you keep doing you, and we're not doing each other, so it doesn't matter. Like, we're not doing each other, so it doesn't really matter what you're doing or what you have going on, and that's why you saying you don't care about the event, because it ain't no validation needed. You good. Like, it's like, and that's a pivot that everybody can take in life. Once you stop caring about everything that everybody got to say and how people feel about it. And
because also you can't please everybody.
Right.
If you go in life and try to please everybody, bro, you gonna shit the bed every time, bro, because you realize you can't please everybody. You can't. I want to ask y'all this though, just, you know what I'm saying, like, tattoos, therapy. Have y'all gotten tattoos in your life, or y'all feel like it helped you, or like? For me, tattoo, that's where ink therapy comes from. Tattoos are my vice. So instead of me like doing drugs or doing this, I would go get a tattoo. Like, that's what kept me sane. Also, I don't cover tattoos no more on my body because I feel like
at one point in time you wanted it.
It's a timeline.
Yeah.
Whether it's a girl name, whether it's a tattoo I don't like, I can look at that tattoo and I can remember what was going on in my life at that time frame. So it's like, you have tattoos that mean anything special to y'all, or of course we got tattoos that mean, so let me take that back. Just stuff that how do they make you feel? Like,
when I got the elephant tattoo, I was probably maybe on the bathroom floor crying 24 hours prior to. Like,
damn.
Like, and for days in a row, I was going through a breakup and I was just looking for things to do that wasn't gonna, like, something I was gonna feel bad about after, like drinking, smoking, all that stuff. You only harbor for so long.
Yeah.
You only drunk for so long.
It's temporary, and then that shit can lead to some other stuff.
Right. And at the time, like, I was taking care of my body in general. So I didn't want to do those things. Like I was, also going to the gym. It don't make no sense to go to the gym for 2 hours early in that day and then go get drunk anyway. So it wasn't something that was in alignment with my goals in general at the time. Yeah. So going to get drunk wasn't an option. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the tattoo. And the reason why I got the elephant is because I had just got back from spending 2 weeks in Thailand. Rode an elephant. I had already had my different reasons of why I loved elephants, and I had got back and I was like, yeah, today I actually don't even got no money for real, but I'm gonna go spend my money on this tattoo. Well, no, this is a real story. Like I really did not have the bread. Like I really did not have it for real. That's like funny. I didn't have the extra money. Yeah. Let me say that.
Like the expendable.
I didn't have the extra $500. I didn't have
adults, we understand. Trust me.
But I was like, this is something that I want to do. I think it's going to make me feel better. I just want to go get this elephant tattoo. I want to go feel strong. I want to feel, I want to feel really strong because one, that's one of the things that the elephant represents is strength. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting an elephant tattoo today. And then I got some flowers that represented peace. And I was like, just, things that actually made sense. But the actual session in itself was for sure therapy. Yeah. For sure. At a time that I needed it the most. Because, I'm sure she's probably heard this story like 1,001 times because that was a crazy time in my life. Like that was a time that was a very sad time for me. Like I said, 24 hours prior to, I was on the bathroom floor crying. Not even my own bathroom floor because I was living with my best friend. Yeah. Like I was on a couch during that time. You know what I mean? So it was a therapy time for sure. So that's what I was going to say was that tattoo on my arm, and also it was my biggest tattoo. My other little tattoos was like little stuff.
Yeah, no, when you hit me up, when you wanted, I was like, oh, you going big? Okay.
I'm like, yeah, let me get a half sleeve. Let's go all the way. I think I was supposed to get more. I tapped out.
Yeah, but we did a lot still.
Yeah, no, I definitely did a lot. Like I said, I had only got little tattoos before, and I was like, no, I want to go all the way. Let's go crazy. So yeah, that was crazy time. Ink is for show therapy.
That's it is, sure. Man.
No, it's fire. Because you talked about that. You used to talk about that all the time. I remember the first time you ever told me, though, and we was just talking about breakups. Like, that's the type of stuff that I was about to say, type of shit. We just be talking, like, randomly and talk about, like, dang, what was your worst breakup? Like, we just talk about anything. Like,
I think I got that. I think I have that problem. Like, I've talked to girls and, like, so what happened in your last relationship? And I just be like,
does it matter?
You know what I'm saying? But and the reason why I say that, because it's like, first of all, it's like, man, if we already dating and vibing, we can break those barriers, bro. We still in the early phases, bro. Like, does it matter? Because like, I want to accept you for you. I don't want to compare you to my last relationship. Yeah.
Well, I think
previous relationship.
I think sometimes though, you just get in a space of like, I don't know. It's just like when we met. I wanted to know all of Annie, the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, that's how we were. We were just like, it didn't even matter. That's why we cared.
For me though, I be feeling like sometimes people just be being nosy.
Yes, for sure.
But you'll be able to
get past that. Yeah. Like I don't ask that off the rip. Yeah. But once I'm like actually wanting to get to know you more,
it
like
might be like 2 days
I want to know
what having a conversation with you. Like, what does it matter?
No.
Yeah, no, I think we were just like the first
2 days is crazy.
2 days is crazy. Yeah, 2 days is just kind of like we were still joking about going on a date. But I can't say too much because 9 days in we were saying I love you and we was on our first trip. So it's kind of like
different. I mean,
but that's
it's like you all lesbians.
Bro. Like if I'm not. I feel like you could tell somebody you love them immediately, bro.
I agree.
Like,
yeah, no, but that's it being an experience. Like love is an experience. You just get to be open. Like you can love everybody. Like it's enough room in your heart to love everybody. It doesn't have to be a thing. But I was saying that because you do get to like talk about anything. Like you can you can find that person for you that y'all can talk about anything, and it's just like the conversations can go and you can actually like explain it and talk about it. And it's not being nosy. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna treat you no different. We just talk about like whatever. Like we just like have the conversations, and it's just like we really know each other like down to the T because we are open enough to talk about like anything. Yeah. Like we gonna talk about
you, man, that's a power in itself. That is a power in itself. I swear to God. Because like I said, people can't do that.
People don't.
I know I struggle with it, but I know like that was then. I know where I'm at now. Who I am now is I'm a patient person. already. Like, but now it's like it's way easier for me to communicate things than it was before. Like, I ain't really rocking with that, or I can't do this, or whatever comes with it. But I'm open to having conversations now. But it's like I'm also still not about to have certain conversations with anybody, bro. Like everybody don't deserve like you.
Yeah.
Some people only deserve like your avatar, like what they see.
No, the profile pic. Well, sometimes we be out. Sometimes we so used to talking to each other about anything that, like when you say everybody don't deserve the conversation, we'll be talking and we'll both look at each other and be like, and we'll just stop the conversation because we know like, we ain't talking. Not with you. But we ain't even gotta say it. Like it ain't even gotta be like a.
Yeah, we gotta be no big scene. We just look at each other and that shit dead.
And we'll look at each other.
Pivot real quick.
No, we'll look at each other and Annie will just change the whole conversation. Be like, what did you want for lunch? I'll be like, dang, you right, I did want to go. Like we know, like the conversation is over. But I was saying that because that's when you had brought up she used to talk about the tattoo. We was talking about what the biggest breakup was. And that's when she just openly talked about everything that happened with it or whatever. And the tattoo was right there.
Mm-hmm. It came right after.
Yeah, man. Tattoo.
This was definitely therapy, the one you did for Parker. I felt like it put a stamp on the fact that I knew after having a kid, I was never going back suicidal. I was never getting back depressed. Like it was, I knew I didn't want to go back, but before having Parker, it was kind of up in the air because my biggest life goal was to be a mom. It's all I ever wanted was to be a mom. And once we had him, because we went through 3 tries to get Parker. The first time, and we did IUI with Parker. So you go through a lot of fertility shots. You go through a lot of hormones. Like you got to get hormones injected to your body. Annie was shooting them up for me. I was shooting them up myself. So you're going through this process. You're going to the doctor every single day, like going to the doctor. So it's a lot. Like it's a lot that goes into the process. Yeah. And we found that out the first session. In the first session, I found out I had PCOS, which a lot of women have, which can make it not as easy for you to get pregnant. And the first time was like a no. It was I was devastated. I didn't even want to get out of bed. Like Annie had to pick me back up because I felt like I knew I was pregnant. Like I'm like, first we're gonna get pregnant on the first time. Like and then it didn't happen. I remember being so devastated, just in bed crying. Like Annie's just like, no, babe, we're gonna keep going no matter how many tries it takes. The second time, I was still pretty devastated the second time. Like I was
better, but yeah.
I was better.
I was worse the second time.
Yeah. Annie was kind of worse the second time because we just felt like this is it. Like and we learned more lessons. And then the third time, I remember I'm like, God, just like, come on. Like that's how I remember just praying like, if it's in your will, I'm gonna be patient. Like I remember I was praying every day. It's like, but I remember from the moment we got pregnant, like when we went and got the shot, I kept telling Annie, I said, I know I'm pregnant this time. Like I could feel it. I know how to describe it. Like I got these videos in my phone. It's so crazy. And it's like day 2 after the IUI. I'm like, it's IUI day 2. I know I'm pregnant. I was like, I can feel it. And I made another video and I was like, I'm cramping right now. The doctor said that's a sign of insemination. I said, Parker, I know I'm gonna look back and this is gonna be the time I knew I was pregnant with you. And then I had another day, I was like, I'm spotting a little today, but I know that's just because I'm pregnant. Like I can feel it this time. And I remember laying on the floor and I was grabbing my boobs. I was like, my boobs kind of hurt. And I was like, I know I'm pregnant. I said, I'm gonna look back on these videos and I'm gonna be pregnant. So this how confident I was, right? So I go to take the pregnancy test. You take the pregnancy test. We got one of the rapid responses and it sit out there for 3 minutes, me and Annie in there. And I take the test.
Who looked at it first?
I did. I went and peed and I took the test. Annie set the timer. We both nervous. We in the bathroom, like Annie ready to support me through whatever. I hadn't got my period, so that was a good sign. And I remember the timer went off. Annie was like, that's the timer. I was so scared to look at the test. And it looked like the test said negative. So I threw it. And I was about to start crying.
In the trash.
I threw it in the trash. I was like, I don't give a fuck no more. Like, I'm mad. Annie goes and grabs the test and says, no, babe, look, it's a faint line right here. Like, it's a second line. You're pregnant. And I grabbed the test. I'm boo-hooing, crying, looking at the test. And it's like a little faint line that shows that I was pregnant. It's like a little skinny faint line that showed that I was pregnant. And we left it there. We still got it.
We was like, you know what? We're going to leave it here. We're going to wait for
see
this
if it darkened up. It did darken up. We ended up we took another test and then we went to the doctor to verify. And they had ended up verifying we was pregnant. And then when we were 17 weeks. We were going through 8 weeks. We were going through the process, and the doctor had said, they was like, oh, she had looked at the ultrasound and she was like, oh, and I said, what that mean? And she was like, oh, I can't tell you, the doctor got to tell you. And I remember coming home and they still didn't tell me nothing. They just told me to go home and go to bed rest.
Yeah, it was.
So I went home crying. I'm crying to Annie.
Confused.
I'm so confused. Like, I'm going home, I'm devastated. I'm crying my eyes out. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. They like, don't get out of bed all day. And I end up having to go to a specialist and they said, well, we don't know if the pregnancy's gonna make it. And I'm like, God, this can't be real. Like, the one thing, I'm like, this gonna send me down the hill if I miscarry or whatever. And I end up having to get emergency surgery and everything. And I remember we did a little documentary on it, and I remember just saying, to whom much is given, much is required, and that God had me, and I was gonna smile through the whole process. But Parker's here, so when we came and got the tattoo, of course you ain't know all of that. Y'all just knew we was pregnant. We told y'all, and I had got the semicolon at the end for just the hope after, like a mentally rough time, and to signify the suicidal thoughts, because I felt like in that time, like I was getting a tattoo, I felt like when I did this one, I couldn't even feel it. Yeah. Like I really was just like sitting there like, wow, we really, we did it. We did that, God. Yeah, it was a big tattoo, and we were just sitting there talking, but that was what it came from, because I'm like, it really had felt like it had like solidified, like this is done, this chapter is like closed, like this is.
Yeah, and it's a part of your timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what these are. It's a timeline. It's a timeline of your own life. Mm-hmm. However you look at it, and it's only for you to understand.
And you get to give that to people though.
Yeah.
Like forever. I'm so glad you're back, like full-time tattooing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now you can know through 2 stories, because you always get to see. I always feel like God sends you signs of things, and this is maybe a sign. You can take it as a sign that you get to see for your mom, as you said, like, what does life look for you now? Why do you get to keep going? And you never knew how much you was healing other people, but now you get to know it.
Until I require myself really to really just.
And now that you're present, you can see it. Like, look at what's came out of.
Because a lot of it is just like, say, you're just going through the motions, routine. It's like you're just doing it.
Like you just tatting, like you just, making the money, and now it's so much bigger. Like, and those were signs that could have been there before, that you didn't know.
Yeah, I could have possibly seen it, but also like, it's about timing. Sometimes you just don't be in a space to even see certain things. Shit could be right in your face, bold print. You still won't see it, bro. Yeah. But that doesn't mean you wasn't. I mean, it doesn't mean like you just trying not to.
You were just weren't in the space to receive it.
Yeah, and now you get to be a part of that. That's just like you were just thinking of like what life looks for you, and like what's your pivot. And not saying that just to pour into other people, because you already got it to where you make your routine for yourself, but you do get to be that, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes for that pivot of not having the thoughts, you got to have like, what's the bigger picture? Like, what's my assignment that God has me for, that I don't want to be taken away from? And I always ask for God to give me vision. Like, God, please strengthen me. Give me vision and give me strength enough to handle whatever it is that you show me. Because if you show me that this is my assignment, that's cool, but I need strength to handle on the days where you don't want to get up and everything else. And that, that might be your pivot, because you never know who you may be saving just by an elephant or a semicolon or.
Hey, trust me, I've had some tattoos like of people, like we actually, now that I'm present, we have conversations with people, like I'm like, damn, like I done tattooed some people that done really like
opened
been
up
through
to
some stuff,
you.
going through some stuff, and I'm just happy to be able to be that vessel for them. And somebody asked me before, like, when I have these conversations with people, like, do I take that home? I'm like, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I give all of me in that.
Yeah.
Because I'm present in it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not disconnected from it. I'm so present in whatever the conversations we having that it stays right there. You know what I mean? Like, we all gonna leave it with a good thing. So we did this tat.
Well, I'm happy because this helped and healed me today. It felt like therapy. Like you get that release. Like you get that.
Yeah, and that's the beauty. That's what we're going for. Wing therapy. If it's anything that either one of y'all, like in the space y'all in y'all lives right now, that y'all possibly want to just leave with the world, and just like a gem or something that you just been thinking, something you just saw, just whatever. Like either one of y'all, like something.
Why are you looking at me like that? Why?
I was looking for you to go first. You take the lead, I'll follow.
Some you just want to leave with the people. Just
I don't know if I could think of anything off the top of my dome right now. Would be no matter how many times you fall down, if you could look up, you can get up. And I think the reason why I say that is because this year has been, I gave birth in November. This year, 2023, has been a rocky ass road for me because my emotions been all over the place. The first couple of months, I was the heaviest I ever been in my life. You know what I mean? Just like different things. And I had got so far, I felt like God put me in a place to build me even stronger, but I couldn't see it earlier this year. Yeah. And I had to get knocked down just a couple of times mentally, I felt like. But in this exact space that I'm in right now, I just started a fast. I'm 11 days, no liquor, no meat, no cheese. And I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling really good. Yeah. And I feel like I had to go through all the things and the different emotions and the different spaces that I've been in this year to get to how good I feel right now, you know? So I think that's what I would leave. If you could look up.
We got to clap to that.
That's fine.
We got to clap to that.
I'm proud of you, babe.
And the no alcohol, like I just had a non-alcoholic beer yesterday.
Yeah, you showed me on FaceTime.
It was fine.
That was when
it tastes just like real beer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom used to drink them all the time, and then
I've been
me and Drink went and got a drink,
making myself feel good. Like it just if I'm out or whatever the case may be, but I just need a fast from it because it makes me. It's so many different side effects that it has.
Yeah, and then we don't until later on, bro. Catch up to us. And that's kind of like where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to slow down a lot because my tolerance is through the roof. I don't really get drunk. Yeah. And I don't like that. So. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who wants to be drunk? But you know what I mean? Like I don't. Yeah. It must something going on, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be present of that.
That's also what has brought me like this fast. And even though it's been a short amount of time, I've gotten so like much clarity on random things in my life like that have been feeling really blurry. It just got real clear the past couple of weeks.
And we just celebrated your grandma's 90th birthday.
Yeah, I just celebrated
90, that's hard.
Great-grandma's 90th.
And she up walking around, she got on a boat for her birthday and everything.
She flew to Bahamas from New York. Wanted to be on a boat for her birthday.
My great-grandma, I think she passed at like 101 or 100. Wow. Yeah, that was so my granny. That was my dog. That was my granny. That was my dog.
And you know what's crazy is it's just them taking care of themselves inside and out.
And it's like, bro, I want to
experience that. Like, so I've just been getting real clear by just not ignoring the things that I know are not serving me.
Yeah, we ignore a lot of things.
Yeah, like I be knowing what's not serving me, but I'll still be like, oh, it's okay, it's not that bad. Like, and then, you know, you crash. Or you get to a certain point where it's actually very apparent and you can't ignore it anymore. Like, and that's just where I'm at.
A lot of time that's when it's too late too.
Right. Yeah. Right. And if you're grateful enough, obviously you catch it before. And I'm just very grateful that, you know, a couple of weeks ago I was like, nah, something got to change right now. Right now. Right now. So,
I'm proud of you. Yeah. I think if I could, that was crazy. I think if I could leave anything, I think it would really be just like, as I was sitting there earlier today and I was like, dang, today's the day. It's like 5 years to the date. Like I could say, I made it 5 years. And I was sitting at the computer and I was crying. And I was just sitting there like really getting emotional, like you said, just being present with myself. And I think the biggest thing that I could say, because I tell people all the time, like I just now started living. Like this is what happiness feels like. This is what life feels like. And I think if I could give anybody anything, or just my younger self, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm grateful for the dark spaces that happened because God had the light somewhere else and I didn't know. Like if I wasn't suicidal, depressed and going through everything and whatever, it wouldn't have never led me to where I'm at, my wife, my kids, anything. So I'm always grateful for the times where it was so cloudy and I couldn't see the light yet because I had to get in alignment. But what I would say is like, now that I got present with that today, I would definitely just if I was able to tell my younger self anything, it would be to pour from my overflow, not from an empty cup. Like just to continue to pour into myself first, give myself things, establish what type of standards that I want from my life. Because if my standards offend you, that's between you and God. This is how my standards are for me and how I want to live my life and how I want to take care of myself. It don't matter if it's friends, it doesn't matter if it's family, co-workers, anything else like that. Like this is the level that I hold me at and hold my life at. And this is how I treat myself. And this is how I'm going to continue to treat myself, and I'm going to treat myself better, and I'm going to give myself the love. I'm going to give myself, I don't care if I feel like I need a hug. I'm going to give myself, you know, that emotion that I need to myself. I'm going to pour into myself. I'm going to, like Annie said, I'm going to do the self-work. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to take care of my mind, because only time that when you're by yourself and your thoughts be so loud is because you haven't figured out what's going on with you.
Yeah.
And so I will always want to give from people from a space of, if I pour into me first, you get the best version of me anyway.
Yeah.
Versus getting an empty version of me or getting a version that's not really there, a version that's not present. So I'd rather give to you from my overflow. I'd rather give to you from my overflow. I'd rather give out. I'd rather make sure that I'm good first. Make sure that I'm straight. I'm my priority, that I'm dealing with me, and then give out to others what I have extra. Yeah. So that I can be okay for me every single day.
Definitely. And just like I said, and just not feeling like exhausted after you give.
Yeah.
Like I said, because it is from your overflow. It's not from what you got.
Like, I don't feel tired right now. I feel good. Like, we can go out, we can get something to eat. I was about to say, y'all hungry? Like, we can go out and get something to eat. Or, anytime other than that, you be like, you get done doing something and you be like, dang, I'm tired. Yeah. Like, I don't want to do nothing. Like, I want to go straight home. Like, it don't feel like that because we got up this morning, we prayed. We both did personal development. We worked out. Yeah. We did things that was for us.
But still feeling good.
And then when we get here, it's okay to give out because, the videos and stuff is still giving out because you got to get back in touch with that emotion and you still feel good.
Just, like I said, we're just being who we are. Like I said, this is how we talk on the regular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but.
And probably a tad bit more inappropriate jokes because Drake be there.
Yeah, I mean, you know how that goes.
I'm glad he's not here now,
He wanted to come.
He wanted to come. I'm glad you told him no, right?
I didn't say nothing. He said, I'm going to call them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, I'm glad y'all came, man. I appreciate y'all coming.
Thanks.
We love you so much. Peyton Gray, our newest addition to the family.
I'm my baby.
My baby, my Patty. So now I got Parker and Peyton. Next up,
Phoenix.
I don't have to get Phoenix because I got a Phoenix on my back, so we good.
Yeah, see, I'll just be manifesting all this stuff.
Manifest every baby. That's where Phoenix Fit came from, is for Phoenix, the child, when she comes.
But we get taking a little break though.
We're taking a break. We're taking a break, so I don't want nobody to
put some dates on it, expectations.
But before we go,
none of that.
I do need to put some lip gloss on. Sorry, real quick. I don't think that's like B-roll. That's that's the thing I do the most.
I have lip gloss on.
It didn't feel like it. Before we go, you've poured so much into us, in general, in life. And prior to things with Mama Leslie, we did actually have something to ask you that we didn't ask you then, like we were waiting for the timing and the space. And I know you asked about like the pivot and like things to be able to look forward to or what to go on. And I know you asked us what motherhood looks like. But we did want to ask you if you wanted to be Parker and Peyton's goddad.
I love that.
we had this whole little thing put together. It's still at the house. But we were just, of course, waiting on the timing and the space, and we wanted to give you time to be that for you. And of course, like not it being like a void or anything else, but just genuinely being in a space. And you've always been there for us. And of course, with the pregnancies from the beginning, Parker's first pair of Yeezys, like all types of stuff, whatever, it doesn't matter. He was just in the little Bentley stroller the other day. Yeah. So that is what we wanted to ask you. Like we felt like, of course the boys always gonna need like those strong men around us, in touch with. We didn't want to just, you could choose anybody in the world, but I think one thing that we definitely, of course the things that your mother instilled inside of you, but also just like how you hold for us, like we always feel safe when we're out or just hanging out. It's always like a friendship, it's family vibes. You always make sure we're good. You're very in touch with your emotions. It's not like if our kids cry, you're gonna be like, get up, you're a man. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like not feeling like that type of feeling. And we felt like we couldn't have any better person. And
you know the vibe. No, that's all right. Yeah, I'm
like now that you can have the memory forever.
Yeah, I'm with that for sure, man. It's just, I don't know, like I said, I always, I love the kids. I love the kids. I ain't got my own. You know what I mean? But
Well, now you have a piece of ours. So
you have godchildren.
Now you have godchildren.
That works.
I think God places them,
God places them for you and you for them, and they be for you in the same sentence. So
kids are beautiful, man. Kids are beautiful. Kids are beautiful. Sure. But y'all got enough kids for me. You know what I'm saying? Might adopt one day.
maybe a little adoption, little
puppy or something.
Little dog, little monkey.
Okay, no.
Y'all wouldn't do a pet monkey?
No, they'd be crazy.
All they do is throw poop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, you wouldn't have that in your house, so
Maybe outside.
that monkey would be gone.
Oh yeah, and like I said, we about to wrap it up, but yeah, you are the first woman on Ink Therapy.
Oh, that's fire!
I didn't know
that.
I feel like I knew that, but I didn't know that. I haven't seen any women, obviously, but I'm like, oh,
I haven't seen any women, but I didn't feel like, you know.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
First women on Ink Therapy. First of many, because now
for sure.
somebody actually just DM'd me and said, I wanted a tattoo by him so bad. And I'm like, you might as well go, Callie, the best out. So.
Hello, come get this experience, man. Ink Therapy.
We out.